Hey y'all, I just got back from the market. I want to tell you something that I feel like you know it, but I'm not positive. We're going to make a salad today. It is absolutely wonderful, and with you having company coming in maybe for Easter or some other time, this is something you can make a day ahead or 2 days ahead and have your salad done. But what I want to tell you is this. There are lots of kinds of cucumbers. This is a pickling, and on the little thing up there, it says pickling cucumbers, and then you've got your salad cucumbers. I like to make my salads, and in my green salads, I like to put the pickling cucumbers. Now, here's the reason. The others are sometimes 2 to 3 times bigger than this. They'll be up like this long. But they are real watery. And I like the crunch of these. Now, I've already washed these off. And these are more solid. And they don't have all those seeds like in them and everything. And I bought the ones that were little. They were 3 for $1. And so I'm just going to cut these up real thin like this. And I'm going to put them in my pan right here. Now, there's a reason why I'm using plastic today. I know they say don't use it, but you've got to shake these around. But y'all, these are real crunchy. And they're so good. So if you have a choice of doing a salad cucumber or a pickling cucumber, y'all choose the pickling one, or try it at least. Here's the number I got today. Okay, let me get these cut up and I'll show you the next step. Okay, I'm almost done. It didn't take too long. You can see how many I've got in the pan. They're just beautiful cucumbers though. But they are the pickling kind. See how tiny? They're bite-sized too. You know, I mean, some of those cucumbers you get in the salad cucumbers look like a zucchini squash. They're so big. All right, so the next thing we're going to put in is our tomatoes. What I did on my tomatoes is I washed them off, but I also dried them because I don't want water in my salad, okay? I don't want to get water in my salad. Let me push you back as far as I can, and then push this way as far as I can, and that way I think you can see better. There. Is that perfect or what? All right, so on your little tomatoes, I got these like this. I like to cut them into lengthwise one time. Just like this. This is how I want them in the salad. And you could put them in there whole, but I prefer this way. And I remember one time I was at a restaurant and I had gotten a salad. And I was trying to eat it best I knew how. And I tried to stick my fork in it, because you know you got to stick your fork in it in order to get it to your mouth. And they had them whole in there. And that tomato flew out of that salad and went across the room. Okay, I'm going to put all these in there, so it's going to take me a minute. I've got another knife that's supposed to be a tomato knife. Let me see if I can find it. Somebody gave it to me and said it was a tomato knife. Well, I can't find it right now. Wait just a minute, let me find it. Okay, I found it. Here it is, see? They told me it was a tomato knife. Let's see. Oh, my goodness, yes. That thing working good. It won't take long at all doing this. But anyway, if you've got some people coming in for Easter, y'all fix this salad. It's so refreshing. And fix it a couple of days before they get there so it can marinate real good and all. We're not going to salt it. We're going to pepper it, but we're not going to salt it. We're going to let everybody salt their own, because salt pulls out water out of vegetables, and we don't want water pulled out of here, okay? But if you'll cut these like this, you could cut them in circles, I guess, but this looks prettier. They don't get so torn up in there. But this Hannah, she loves to fix this every summer and just leave it in the refrigerator. She fixes a big pan of it, and then when it's eaten up, she fixes another one. It's something you can keep in your refrigerator, and it seems like the older it gets, the better it gets. That's why I'm telling you to make it a day or two ahead of time. I don't like many, but I'll turn this off while I'm doing it. Okay, the next thing that's going to go in it is I picked yellow bell pepper. You could pick the green or the red or the yellow, but I picked yellow because I've already got green in here, and I think this will be pretty. I'm going to cut it in long skinnies. I'll show you. I don't know why I turned that off. I guess I'm not thinking right. It's in the afternoon. It is, well, goodness, it's a little after 5. I didn't realize it was so late today. I didn't realize it. I've been putting all my scraps out in the front yard in my flower bed. And so, who knows, I may have some peppers to come up out there. This sweet teacher at our school, I loved what she did for April Fools. She told the children, I don't know how old they were. They looked like they was 3rd or 4th grade. She said, y'all, everybody's got their own laptop in our school. I mean, they have their own thing, you know. The school provides them with that. But anyway, she said, y'all turn on your laptops and watch this video. It's really good. It's how to grow marshmallows. And so they didn't think much about it. So they watched the film or the thing on their computer. I'm going to cut this into one time like that. And now I'm going to cut it in skinnies. She said, y'all watch this and learn how to grow a marshmallow. So the kids were watching it, and this man had hooked all these marshmallows on this tree. And as a joke. And so the children watched the video, and they said, and on the video it says, put your nose close to the screen so you can smell it. And they all went up there, put their nose on the screen trying to smell that marshmallow tree. And he told them how to water it and how to do all this thing. And so after it was done, they still didn't get it. I mean, they didn't realize that it was a joke and that marshmallows don't grow on trees. And then she said, April Fools. I thought it was so cute. Oh my gosh. See, just take that big one and cut it in half one time. And then that way when you do your little skinny slivers, it'll be so pretty in there. The yellow and the green and the red. It's so colorful. And then we're going to put our topping on it and let it marinate for a day or two. You can, this is the same recipe as for a bean salad. You do the same thing. It's just that this one, we're cutting it up. Let me cut this up so it won't be so long. Now I'm going to put a half of an onion. And that will be a plenty. That will be a plenty. Cut the ends out of it. I've already peeled it. And you want to cut this as thin as you can. Don't be putting big old chunks in it. Just cut really, really thin little slivers like this. Just as thin as you can. And you're talking about good. It's going to be so refreshing and delicious. And like I say, this top that I'm going to put on this container is one of those snap tops. And it's going to hold all the juices in it. And let them marinate together. Once you cut that real thin like that, turn it around and cut one time. That's it. One time. And this is what you get. See how thin it is? Like, in other words, I cut it and let me undo it so you can see. See? That might be two of them. No, it's just one. All right, let's crumble this in our salad, and now let's put our topping on and our pepper, and we'll be done. And it's gonna be so good. So half an onion is plenty. All right, let me get me a tosser. Let me get me a tosser. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, it's beautiful. It's gonna be so good. What you say? What do you say? Talking about April Fools, that's been a month ago now, because it was April 1. Do y'all like that holiday too? I do. All right, we're gonna put our topping on it. This is a half a cup of sugar. If you feel like you want to use just a fourth of a cup, then use it. But the recipe calls for a half. It calls for 1/4 of a cup of vegetable oil. Now, let me say something about the vegetable oil. If you feel like you want to put olive oil on it or some other kind of oil, you certainly can. But it's going to turn kind of a white, milky color if you do. But that's up to you. But I like to use the vegetable oil on mine. And then it's going to call for white vinegar. And it's going to be, let me see, make sure of this one. It's going to be a half a cup. So that would be what we had the sugar in. We'll put us a half a cup of vinegar in there. Boy, I just do have enough. Look at that. Oh, my word, I got to go to the store. I'm out. But that is a half a cup. Okay, and now we're going to add our black pepper. And I'm just going to sprinkle some on. I would say a half a teaspoon or something like that. Oh, that's the salt. It's none of that. It's getting late today, y'all. It's close to my bedtime. All right, just sprinkle some pepper on it. And then you want to toss it and get that sugar and vinegar and oil on all the pieces. On all of them. And this has got to marinate overnight. And, oh, it smells good too, y'all. But you're going to be surprised how good those little pickling cucumbers are. Do y'all grow those? Some of you people out there that are gardening, do y'all grow some little pickling cucumbers? All right, I think I've got it mixed up. Fare thee well. Sure looks good. Crispy, crispy. This is a top that goes on it. One of my sweet followers sent it to me. I've used it several times. All right, now here's what you want to do. You're going to put this in the refrigerator. But then tonight before I go to bed, I'm going to do this. And that's to recoat it. And in the morning when I get up, I'm going to do this. Or you can take the top off of it and stir it. And that's all it is to it. It is so good, and you're going to love it. Now, I forgot to tell you this, but Soap Man called, and he said if you buy 2 things of this tallow cream, that's what I use, you're going to get one of these big 5-bar bags of soap free. And they're huge. And they last a long time. And they got bentonite clay in it. It's good for your skin. Here's the tallow cream. Mine's about gone. But it doesn't take much. And and really moisturizes your skin and keeps it moist. That's the point. That is the point. Of course, I don't know why I'm putting it on now. I'm fixing to take a bath. Then I'll put it on. Buy 2 of these, get the whole bag free. It is a heavy bag. It's got all kind of deals. And that's this month only. April. Y'all have a wonderful day. I hope your salad tastes good. I hope you sleep well tonight. And I hope you're kind to other people. Kindness is a virtue, you know. If you don't have something nice to say, just keep it to yourself. Love y'all. Bye-bye.